Three friends were exploring the haunted theater, which had been abandoned for years. Locals told stories about unexplained noises and things moving by themselves, claiming the building was haunted. But it was scheduled to be torn down the next day, meaning this was their only chance to explore it. One of them joked about holding a seance. The others laughed until they reached the stage. A bowl of salt, a bird's skull, a blade, and an open book with a drawing of an old woman's twisted face. Then a faint sound came from the rafters. It almost sounded like a woman screaming in fear. Two of the friends laughed and stepped closer, but the third shook his head, saying it felt wrong. They kept urging him, promising that it was just for fun. Finally, he sighed and climbed onto the stage. They stood around the circle and joined hands. The air grew still, but they heard a soft scraping sound. It was the blade. It started to tremble. It scraped across the floor, slowly turning toward them. Then the massive curtain dropped with a heavy crash before the whole stage collapsed. The next morning, the demo crew searched the ruins. No sign of anyone inside, just a crushed skull, a sharp knife, and a book with a drawing. It was three terrified teens, sketched on the page. When the wrecking ball hit, the workers swore they heard screams coming from inside the walls. As they pulled up to the haunted lighthouse, his friend told him that anyone who went up never came back down. No bodies, no answers, just gone forever. He warned his friend not to go, but curiosity got the better of him. He told him he would call from the top to prove he was okay. Phone in hand, he stepped through the door and disappeared up the stairs. The climb was long, but at the top, there was nothing, really. Just a quiet room and an ocean view. Not scary at all. He pulled out his phone, but there was no service. And that's when he noticed it. A small room off to the side. In it was an old rotary phone, still connected. He picked it up and called his friend, and let him know he was speaking from an old phone he found in this cool room. The friend froze. There was no phone or room in this lighthouse. He circled the base, looked up, and saw him standing on an old rotting plank, holding his cell phone. A gust of wind came hard off the sea. The call cut out, and only the lighthouse remained. He held the man with tears in his eyes. The wounds were too bad. He was going to die. He heard a noise. He wasn't alone. Someone was trying to get in. He ran, bursting through the front door and sprinting into the woods. Footsteps pounded behind him. The man was chasing him. He ran harder, seeing a road ahead. A police car rolled by and his heart leapt with relief until the officer drew his gun. The other man finally emerged. A second cop? Confused, his eyes fell to his wrist. A plastic bracelet that read, St. Mary's Psychiatric Hospital. He opened the package and pulled out a sleek-looking headset with no branding, only a QR code. He scanned it, downloaded the game, and hit launch. He hesitated for a moment, but decided to put on the headset. Immediate bright flashes filled his vision, a loud, deafening tone, then everything went black. He woke up on his floor, dying of thirst and hopelessly confused. His phone buzzed and he picked it up. 55 missed calls, hundreds of texts. He looked at the date. 2 days had gone by. He scrolled through the messages. Please turn yourself in. How could you? Why? His mom's message read, I still love you, but you have to go to the cops. One message included a video link. He clicked it. It was him, lighting a house on fire. He was committing multiple terrible crimes. But when he turned to get the headset, it was gone, along with his computer. Sirens approached. Red and blue flooded his room. Heart beating out of his chest. His eyes caught the back door. and he decided to run. He got into his time machine and set the dial for ancient Rome. It landed with a loud crack. As it opened, he stepped out. And as the dust cleared, he realized he was right in the middle of a Roman army. A soldier grabbed his arm, but he managed to pull out of his grasp, leaving behind his watch. He ran back as a spear whizzed past his head. He punched his return coordinates. The machine landed in silence. As it opened, he saw nothing but gray skies and dead trees. Behind him was a city in ruins. A massive statue was half buried in the ash. It was an emperor, with one arm reaching out of the ground, and on the wrist was a watch. His watch. In the street ahead, he saw a crushed warhead casing, with his watch etched into its side. You see, the soldier had kept it that day. Roman engineers took it apart. They studied its gears, its strange metals, its hidden power. They cracked the battery. They discovered energy, built machines, and forged weapons far beyond their time. They advanced too far, too fast. He ran to the machine to go retrieve the watch, but the spear had torn a massive hole, meaning he was stuck in a timeline that never should have existed, all because of his watch.